Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use the automatic buttonhole feature on this particular Kenmore sewing machine model number 385-16220. I'm new to using this particular machine, and I didn't think that the manual did a pretty good job at explaining how to use the automatic buttonhole feature. I mean, it was easy for me, but I thought, suppose if someone is new to sewing and they have this machine, they may need a little help. So here we go. One of the first things that you're going to want to do when using the automatic buttonhole feature is remove the standard sewing foot that's on here. I'm going to press in the snap-on button, which is in the back of the presser foot here. On my machine, it's a red button. Push that in, it should release the foot like it did, and we're going to remove that, place it to the side. Okay, now we're going to use the buttonhole foot. We're going to attach that. The buttonhole foot looks like this, and what's pretty cool about this automatic buttonhole feature on this machine is that it will make the buttonholes the size of the button that you're using. So all you have to do is place the button that you're using in the back of the presser foot, and then just push the back of the presser foot down or toward you to meet the diameter of the button. Okay? Now I'm going to lift this presser foot lever up just a little bit. Just a little bit so I can get this foot to go under here smoothly. Okay. Now I'm going to lower the presser foot onto this buttonhole foot here. Let's see, and then I'm just going to press the snap-on button. Okay, there it goes, and it went into place there. Alright, now when I lift it, everything's attached. Okay, another thing that I want to do is I'm going to go over here to my stitch guide. Here I have my width, and I have my length. I have the recommended width and length, and I have the stitch selector, which I already have it on buttonhole, so we can make a buttonhole. And it's recommending me to do the width at between 3 and 6.5 and the length at 0.25 to 1. So I already have mine pretty much set here. Well, not exactly. The width, I like my buttonholes not to be so bold or too large for this, what I'm using it for, or for this tutorial. So I'm going to lower my width to between 3 and 4. And the length is pretty much like a no-brainer because there's the buttonhole symbol there, the same symbol that's here. So I'm going to but my length, I want my stitches pretty close together, so I'm going to place it as close as I can to 0 and see what that does. Okay, hopefully this will make another nice buttonhole for me like it did earlier. And one other thing that you're going to do, a couple other things. One is you're going to remove the free arm of the machine, and down here it has where it says auto buttonhole. It says auto BH for auto buttonhole, and you'll see where it has a negative and a plus. I have mine over on the plus side to make it a bolder. Well, actually, this will probably make it the stitch wider. Maybe I should put it over here on. I'm going to put it in the middle, actually. I don't want it to be too much or too less, so I'm just going to, I'm going to need two hands here. I'm going to move this to the center. Oops. Now here's a little, oh, I moved it too far. It's not, okay, there we go. It wasn't as easy to move for a second there. I'm still getting used to this machine, so. Okay, so now I'm going to place that back on there. Make sure all my strings are free. That's the other one. Not working. Okay, now only thing left to do is to place my fabric in that I'm putting the buttonhole on. I'm going to lower the presser foot, and one important thing is that you want to lower the automatic buttonhole lever. If you don't lower this, it's not going to make the buttonhole automatically. It's going to just make the very tight zigzag stitch until it can't make it anymore. Okay? So, only thing left for me to do now is just press the power foot and just start making a buttonhole. So here we go. doing pretty good. Oh, it looks like it's doubling up there. What's going on with this machine? Yep, it's not doing it right. Let's try this again. And I guess you say, why didn't she edit this out? I like to troubleshoot on here so that if this happens to you, you'd know what to do. That's just how I like to do my videos sometimes. It's kind of good that it happened, actually. Alright, let's see. I have everything set when it's supposed to. I have it, my width and my length set. Turn away from it and turn back to it. I'll lift this up. I'll lift it back down again. Check this here. Maybe I need to put it over to the, I'm going to put this back over to the plus side and see what happens, because the last time it made me a pretty good buttonhole, so maybe I need to keep that like that on this machine. This is not a brand new machine that I'm using. It was actually one of my mother's machines, and I'm just new to using it, so got to figure it out. Alright, so now let's see if it'll, how we're going to sew again. Let's see if it will make the buttonhole for us. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. It's doing its thing. Alright, because that's what I got, that's the result I got the last time. And let's take a look at that. Put that up there. And let's see our buttonhole. Oh, perfect, perfect. Perfect buttonhole. Let me just, now you're like, let me see the buttonhole. You can't really see it on, there we go. Looks pretty okay to me. All I have to do now is put some, if I were to, if this was an actual buttonhole, I would put some fray check or some sealant on it, you know, on the stitches of it there, let it dry, and then I would open it with my seam ripper. Now let's well, I guess let's practice that while we're already on here. Okay, when I'm opening my seam rip, when I'm opening a buttonhole in my seam ripper, I don't just keep pushing through like that. What I do is I grab hold of the fabric, I take control of the fabric, I will push my seam ripper in on one end, and I kind of look at the back of it to see if I have it lined up, and I'll push the seam ripper back through. Try not to knock this camera over. I'm always about to knock the camera over, right? And then I'll just push through and open it up that way. And if I still have some more to open, then I'll just turn it around and I'll just push it through where I want it to open up to, and then just put the blade through the already open part and just keep it through there. But that's after I've put sealant on it, because you don't want your buttonhole to fray off either. You really need these things, this stuff right here, when you're using a buttonhole, or when you formed a buttonhole there. So, and that's how you operate the automatic buttonhole feature on the Kenmore sewing machine. And we learned a little bit more today too, huh? It's a pretty neat buttonhole, huh? Okay. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.